entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. So much crying from him. He's a man. He can be hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. How come you still on the field, man? That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had to work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Oh no, game is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our, Black History Month, and it is Winning Wednesday, and I got more of those State Fair Classic tickets to give away. More State Fair Classic tickets to give away, so get ready for your chance to win right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Who wants some? Who wants some tickets to the State Fair Classic? If that's you, I want to hear from you today. Don't be shy. I want to hear from you today on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Trying to figure out what oh man, my stuff is stuck. Trying to figure out what I want on my music today. One of those days where I want to do a little something different. Today. So let's talk about it. It is Winning Wednesday. I got stats battle for you coming up today. I think it was going to be interesting. This one's going to be interesting. I tried to work a particular player in, but I think everybody would have known it was him immediately. Everybody would have known it was that player immediately, so I decided not to go with them. But I can still compare it the way I want to compare it. So get ready for stats battle right here on the lunch break. And, of course, the Rockets battled last night, but they didn't bring their defense. Rockets gave up 60 points in the paint. 60 points in the paint. Bruh, dog, friend, mon ami, my amigo, what in the world? 60 points in the paint? Where was the size? Where was the defense? Where was the SWAT ability? So much for small ball. You give it up 60 points in the paint, you're not going to win many games. And the Rockets are currently riding a 3-game losing streak. I couldn't bring it upon myself to invite David Grubb on the show today and have him gloating about the New Orleans Pelicans beating up on the Rockets the way they did. Final score 130 to 101. Yep. That's a bad one. That's not one of those ones where you can look at it and say, well, if we had only done this, if we had only done that, we'd have been right in that thing. No, not on that one. Not on that one. So Rockets now riding a 3-game losing streak. Pelicans had won 4 in a row. Zion Williamson looking pretty good. Josh Hart, real good off the bench. Brandon Ingram, legit. And I keep telling y'all, leave the Ball brothers alone. They can play. Real happy for New Orleans. Got to turn it around for the Rockets. Spurs had their 3-game win streak broken. Spurs had their 3-game win streak ended with a loss to Golden State. I keep telling y'all, man, stop messing with Golden State. Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, got to throw in Draymond Green, and the fellas still pretty good. Wiggins, still pretty good. Gonna be in one of those top 8 spots. Mark my words on that. Let me take my first break. If you want in on Winning Wednesday, 281-453-1000.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they're able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359. Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680. I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who've helped people that have been injured or wronged. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Are you one of the millions who have taken Zantac or other generic versions of this popular drug to help treat stomach issues? Then pay close attention to this message. The FDA said it detected low levels of a probable cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA in Zantac and other generic forms of this popular drug. They've banned sales and even removed it from the market. If you've been diagnosed with cancer and you've taken Zantac or a generic equivalent, call the legal helpline now. You could receive a free cash award and have your medical expenses covered. And there's no upfront cost to you. They only get paid if you win. So please call now. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. That's 800-251-7816.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is Winning Wednesday. Gotta say congratulations again, I guess, to Chi-Town for winning for the second season in a row. The lunch break keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge grand prize. This year he won $600, but it's on hold. That's right. I want it to be clear. I am holding the money until we get some kind of acknowledgement for Chi-Town. Now, He and I have communicated on text message. He said thanks. He was doing all the emojis and the exclamation points and what have you. But I said, bruh, you get not a dime until we get some kind of thank you, drop, I won, something. So I'm not playing this year. Listen, I might give the money to Milo. Let me stop the music. I might give the money to Milo if Chi-Town don't come through with some kind of drop. Is that fair? Am I being mean? Help me out. Look, there's no money on it, but call me if you think it's only fair that if Chi-Town for the second season in a row gives us no acknowledgement. I know it wasn't a rule during the season or whatever, but isn't it fair? 281-453-1000. It's kind of like you got to be present to win. You know, you buy a raffle ticket at an event, sorority function, fraternity function, civic group, and they call your number and they say, what, going once, going twice, okay, gone, next ticket. Isn't it only fair that he should have to acknowledge, yo, I won 600, I won 600s with the lunch break and AJ on KYOK. Shouldn't we at least get that? I mean, I think it's only fair. The only time we didn't get some kind of acknowledgement was when Chi-Town won. What's up with that? I say enough. 281-453-1000. If you think he ought to at least say something before I release the money, and then after a certain amount of time, I ought to give it to Milo. Milo will say something. Milo will be on this station like, yo, I'm Milo, and I won the big grip. I secured the bag with the lunch break. You need picks? Call me. I'm Milo. Let me see what Keith Hennig said. Call of the year 2020. Said show off the shirt. All right. You got it. You got it. That red, black, and green today, baby. You know what it stands for. And then Keith Hennig said, the least the guy can do is call. Keith, so according to last night's text messages, he's working the night shift. Working the night shift, so he sleep during the day. Which, you know, I understand. My 600, our 600 that came from a number of different sponsors, by the way, from the Sports and Wellness Doctor, from Fowler and Tidwell, from HBC, YOU, clothing.com, you know, from all those good folks. And at least be a little bit of acknowledgement. I can tag the rest of the folks on the promo, but I ought to have Chi-Town's voice saying something. Like I had to ask him last night, what's your real name, bro? If I had to cut a check, who am I making this out to? Oh, man. Monica, what do you think? Monica Morris Howard, what do you think? Should Chi-Town have to call before he gets the money? And if he doesn't call or do a drop or listen, Delano, the first ever winner, of the bracket challenge that we did. He did a whole video. This is Delano. I want to thank the lunch break, KYOK, for giving me this 600. And if y'all need football picks, I know how to do that too. He did a whole video. I'm telling you, the only time we did, well, no, I take that back. There's 2 times we didn't get it. There's 2. When we gave out that 1140 to that young man that won the basketball tournament, he didn't give us a drop either. I had to chase him down to get him to sign the paperwork electronically. All right, so I got to start putting in a rule. The new rule is if you don't do a drop or if you don't do a recording, video, something, I hold up the money. Let me see what y'all say. Keith said, set an alarm and break off a call. Keith Hennig is hard on them today. Keith Hennig's throwing them dimes today. Set an alarm and break off a call. Yo, I can't do his voice. Yo, this is Chi-Town. I just woke up, but I had to tell y'all I won $600 with the lunch break on the Pick'em Challenge. Thank you. And go about your business. Roll back over. Go back to sleep, bro, Ham. You can record it and send it to me. Just like you text me, just tag an MP3 or an MP4 file to the text and send it off. I'll edit it from there. If you cough or if you breathe, if you do that, I'll edit it. I can edit. I got skills. They used to call me the cut man back in the day when they had when they had actual tapes, when the commercials were played on what's called carts. I could edit that back. I could splice that bad boy up, baby. I could put it right next to a breath. I could put it right next to a beat. I could do it. You should have to do that. Hey, Jennifer Burton Caraway. Jennifer, question. If somebody wins money on this show, should they have to do a or I want whatever the amount of money is on the show with AJ before they get the money? Should that be a standard thing? If Jennifer says yes or no, that's what I'm going with, because I highly respect Jennifer and her vote counts. Jennifer, yes or no? Yes or no? Keith Hennig said, for $600, I would call you at 3 a.m. Keith, you and me are cut from the same cloth, Keith. I would literally have to be told, stop calling. Yo, it's Dre. I won that 600. Yo, it's me again. I just want to say, hey, thanks for the 600s. Hey, yo, I know I just called like 5 minutes ago, but I want to thank y'all again for the 600. Jennifer said yes, it's a wrap. Jennifer said yes, it's over. Chi-Town, wherever you are, whatever you're dreaming about right now, it's been said, so it's been written, so it'll be done. Jennifer said you got to do a drop or you get no money. You get no money. I'll donate it to charity before I give it to you, bro. First of all, Chi-Town and I go back. He's been following me for a while. So, you just have to come down here. And then when he come down here, we'll take a picture of him or record him and throw it up on the Facebook. Yes, I said the Facebook. Jennifer said yes, it's yes. What'd Monica say? Monica said, give 600 to me. I'll come to the station in person and give thanks. Y'all are hilarious. That's how it should be, man. If somebody give me $5, they're going to have to tell me, okay, bro, you can stop thanking me. I'm good. And it's not about me. It's not about me. It's for the station, man. It's for the station. Look, let me get real deep. It's for the kids. What are the kids going to think? What kind of message will that send to the kids if you win 600 and don't say thank you? Don't give me a drop. Don't give me some kind of shine. You're messing up my street cred, man. Hey, word on the street is AJ is kind of weak because he'll give up the money and he won't get a drop back. Can't have that out in these streets. Not out here in these rolling streets. With this economy, I can't get a thank you. Black feelings matter. Y'all leave me alone today, man. Black radio announcers' feelings matter. I'm getting a shirt. I'll have it tomorrow. I'll be right back. Segment brought to you by Global Tax right here on the lunch break in the legendary KYOK at the All Do 92.3 FM.
Are you looking for a tax company that will get you the maximum credits and deductions, or a tax company that can get you a same-day loan up to $9,500? Well, Global One Tax Services on 6002 Antoine Drive is the tax company that is dedicated to getting you your maximum refund. Call us for an appointment or for our mobile services. That's right, Global One Tax is now mobile. Now, you don't have to leave your home. Call 281-377-5565. That's 281-377-5565. Get your full return. You deserve it. You've earned it. Global One Tax Services. Get ready. Get set. Go global.
Hi, I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, maybe losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject at every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Two radio stations in one.
I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio 1140 AM and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones, and it is a great show. I'm not talking about mine. I'm talking about the Not So Christian in Me show. Every Saturday, 1 to 2. I'm telling you, the thing's off the chain now. You're going to like it. You're going to love it. Minister Larry Scott, his lovely wife, Denise Scott, their phenomenal co-host, Natasha Marie, and none other than Dr. Eve Wallace. Dr. Eve Wallace, part of that team, and they do a great job. They do a great job every Saturday from 1 to 2. All right? You got to check them out. Tell them AJ sent you. And don't forget that Global Tax Global One Tax is taking care of you during your tax season. You like me and you just don't want to owe. You don't want to owe nobody nothing. You want to make sure you got good people doing your taxes for you, and they will even come to your home, or you can get your taxes prepared in a very safe and very safe and social distance way. Call Shannon Hinton at 281-377-5565. That's 281-377-5565. Tell her AJ at KYOK sent you. She's going to take care of you. Global One Tax Services getting you ready for the tax season. Yeah, man, I tell you what, Mr. Warmley Tax Service used to do my taxes for me. And he would always say, AJ, I got a bag for you. AJ, I got you the bag. Well, again, one more time, Chi-Town, you will not get the bag from the radio station if you don't do a drop. I need something. Hey, it's Chi-Town. I got the bag from AJ. Give me that. Chi-Town, I can handle that. I'll put a drop on the end of that, sponsored by, and name off all the sponsors, and we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Dude does know how to pick them now. I'm not going to tell you. He's the first one to go back-to-back since we've been doing this. First one to go back-to-back since we've been doing it. So he knows how to pick them, but he's going to have to get on that recording, phone, FaceTime, something. Bruh, FaceTime me when you get up. I know you're listening to me in your sleep. FaceTime me when you get up so we can get you on here. Yep, Jennifer Burton Caraway said you got to do it, so you got to do it. Monica said give it to her. She'll do it. She said she'll come up here and do it. So there you go. There you go. Rockets last night, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love the Rockets. I loves the Rockets. I was a little exasperated last night because they really let it get away from them. I want to say they got within 10 and then get blown out by 29. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I told one of the other hosts of the other shows that I do sports updates on that I want to give the Rockets until mid-March before I start, either panicking or, get locked in on how much I like them or whatever. I'm going to give them until mid-March. Trade deadline is March 25th. So I'm going to give them to like March 15th, March 20th before I say, this one here got to go. That one there got to go. This one right here is a keeper. I'm going to give them till then. Got to give them till then. John Wall, 25 last night. Zion Williamson, 20 in the loss. But again, it was the defense that was the problem. You don't give up 130. You don't give up 130 like that. You can't do that. You ain't going to win many games when you give up 130. Rockets, on their 6-game winning streak, they had the number 1 defense in the NBA. And not so much last night. Couldn't keep people out of the paint. Couldn't keep people out of the paint last night. Man, I got to tell you, one guy, I was like, he's just bigger than all the other kids. Big shout out to folks listening to me down there off of 288 in Cullen. What up, though? South Side? Sunnyside, South Park area, Kennedy Heights, Pearland. I got you. Manville, what's up? What's up down there? I got loud and clear down there. Yeah. I like it. I like it when they, and I haven't shouted out to my folks over there at the airport. Last Wednesday, they were all in on me. I wonder if they're listening today. Shout out to the baggage handlers over at Intercontinental Airport. Had about 5 of them listening to me last Wednesday. They were cooking it on Stats Battle. Yeah, they helped Stats Battle go off last week. But anyway, let me last night's game, Rockets. Last night's game, Rockets were killing me, man. I was like, wait, what? There was a player for the Pelicans that's he was hurting my feelings. I was like, check his birth certificate. I think he's too old. Here he is. This dude right here. Let me look at his Willie Hernan Gomez. Willie Hernan Gomez. Dude only averages 5-6 points a game, 1 assist and 5 rebounds. But last night it was like the dude was 7 feet 8 inches tall. Everything that went his way went his way. He's 6'11", out of Madrid. And last night, Willie had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and a block shot. He made the Rockets look small last night. And he was a bench player, role player, came in off the bench and was just dominant. I was like, oh, man, stop the fight. I hate to do this, but what did DeMarcus do last night? 7 points, 7 rebounds, and a block. Pedestrian. Yo, DeMarcus, don't come for me, man. I know you have bad nights. I know you do. Last night was an ugly one. We'll have Chris Gardner on tomorrow, Houston Round Ball Review, and I'll get into this a little more detail. But the Rockets can't be a tweener organization. Who knows what a tweener is? Who knows what a tweener is? It's like 12-year-olds or tweeners. They're not adolescents and they're not teenagers. They're tweeners. It's like 17-year-olds. They're not adults, but they're not kids either. It's like 20-something-year-olds. They want to do a whole lot, but they don't always want the responsibility when it goes wrong. Tweeners. Hey, Marsha Nichols. Monica says, I have some fam in Manville. I love Manville. I could live in Manville. I want to live in a town not too far from the city where I can have some land, a couple of horses, and I don't have to drive for hours to get to the major grocery store, or I'm a little bougie, so I got to get my latte. I don't want to drive forever to get to that stuff, but I don't want to be all up on nobody. I don't like it when folks all up on me. I want some land. I want some horses. I want a big dog. We've gone over this. I'm a Great Dane lover. I got a friend right now that wants to give me her Great Dane, but I can't do it right now. Can't do it right now. And it's a big one. This one is so big, you almost have to feed him out of the sink. You just pour a bag of food in the sink and let him go at it. He's that big. I need some land for him to run. So yeah, I could do that down in Manville. Yeah, I could do that down there. You know, if I lived out west, I want to live out, you know, not in Katy. Get me out to like Brookshire area, Hockley, you know, where I can spread out a little bit. I know they're building out in those areas, but I want to be the guy that's got like the farmland out in the middle of your major, really nice development. Put walls around me. Keith Hennig said, you and I are really cut from the same cloth. We're moving in a year. Bruh. If Marsha Nichols wasn't listening right now, I would tell y'all something. I would tell y'all something. I would, but she's listening, and I can't say it in front of her. Let's just put it this way. There was a TV show many years ago. I'm about to date myself. I think I saw it on YouTube. I didn't see it in person. I saw it on YouTube. It was called Green Acres. And the song said, Green Acres is the place for me. Farm living is the life for me. And then he ended up marrying a city girl. He married a city girl. And now they're out in the middle of the country and he's got this city girl out there and it ain't the same. It ain't the same. So I can't say what I want to say because Marsha is listening, but let's just say country girl who don't mind not living in the city. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Monique said, Weimar is where it's at. Me too. I'm moving. Y'all can't be moving out and leaving me here. I'll move out to the country somewhere. I'll have to talk my program director into letting me broadcast live from South Manville. Monica says, yes, I'm a city country girl. I tell people all the time, I'm a country boy from the city. That's me. I am a country boy from the city. I used to pastor a church out in Calvert, Texas. I loved it. When I tell you driving out to Calvert, Texas was the joy of my life. I used to be a youth pastor at a church in Alleyton, Texas. That's I-10 west going towards San Antonio, just past Sealy. Before you get to Columbus, little town called Alleyton, out near Eagle Lake. Loved it. Loved it. A couple of my members let me put a couple of horses out there. Loved it. Me, my kind of thing. Keith Hennig said, forget the Great Dane, get a pig named Arnold. If you don't know the show, you don't know. I got to have a great, I'm a dog guy though. I'm a dog guy. In fact, there was a Super Bowl commercial, one of the Super Bowl commercials. We didn't even talk about that. Which commercial did you like for the Super Bowl? But there was a Super Bowl commercial, and I loved it. There was a dog on the bed, Great Dane, little guy. He was about 85 pounds. He was a little guy. He's a puppy. Loved the commercial. And then they put a cat on there. I was like, I don't like it no more. I'm not a cat hater. I'm just a dog guy. I love all animals. You're never going to get me to, be mean to an animal or abuse an animal or anything like that. If you got a good cat, cats are not as friendly to me as dogs are. Cats will only deal with you for like 5 minutes and then they got to go somewhere else. They're like, all right, it's enough. You know what I mean? Cats only deal with you for like 4.5 minutes and then they go about their business. And don't be calling them because they ain't coming back until it's time to eat or, go to the litter box. Dogs, whole different deal. Whole different deal. I mean, some of my worst breakups in the world, I got through it because of my dog. I forget, years ago, I was in college. Years ago, a young lady came to my apartment and my dog was laying on the bed. Sasha was laying on the bed And she's like, oh, I don't do dogs in the bed. I said, well, let me just tell you like this. The dog is staying. You, iffy. The dog is definite. You, man. So if the dog being on the bed is a problem, yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a dog guy. Love the dogs. Gotta have a dog. Don't like that I can't have a dog right now. My dog died a couple of months back. Well, it's actually been a couple of years, AJ. Stop minimizing it. It was traumatic. It was traumatic. Hey, Nita, how you doing? Nita Brigham joining us here on the show. Nita is a phenomenal broadcaster herself. Y'all got to check out her show. Nita, we have to have you on the show as a special guest. But yeah, if you're not an animal person, if you're not a country girl from the city kind of person, yeah. You and me would probably be, hey, you good? Okay, good. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, let me take a break. When I come back, we'll actually get back into some sports. How did we get off on that? I think Keith Hennig did that to me. It's Keith, it's your fault. All right, we'll be right back right after this segment brought to you by Lily and the Tax Doctor. Also, African Imports right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they are able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones, and I mean it. We gotta get Nita Brigham on the show. She does a show called Talks with Nita B. Yeah, gotta get on her show. Gotta get her on mine. Nita, we gotta make that happen. I might be in your inbox after the show. Monique says, German Rottweiler lover here. German Rottweiler. Those Rottweilers are nice dogs. I like Rottweilers. A lot of folks don't like big dogs. I love big dogs. I want to be able to, roll on the ground, play with them. I'm such an introvert. Give me a big dog, cold, rainy weather. I'm at home on the floor with my dog. We rolling around, we playing. He get tired, I get tired. We sit there and watch whatever we're watching. You know what I mean? He ain't asking me about the nature of our relationship. He ain't asking me if I really love him. And you say, yeah, I do. And then he says, well, how do you love me? It's like, I just said I did. Doesn't that count? Do we have to go into the details? Let me count the ways. Dogs get it. Dogs get it. You know what I mean? I'm not comparing women to dogs. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. I just had a moment. Forgive me. Y'all pray for me. Dogs get it. Nita said, yo, you dropped the girl for the dog. You dished the dame for the dog. Yep. Dog had been through some things with me. That dog had been there for me. I like big dogs though. Gotta be a big dog. All right, it's Black History Month, and you can get all of your Black History attire at my favorite store, African Imports, in the Greenspoint Mall, right near the food court. They've got masks, $4.99, scarves and hats, $9.99. Kids dashikis, $14.99 and up. Adults, you get your dashikis for $29.99. And ladies, those beautiful, immaculate African dresses are over there for $39.99 and up, getting you right for your upcoming Black History Month program at your school, your organization, your group, or even at your church. Stop by the African Imports in the Greenspoint Mall near the food court. Tell them you heard it with AJ on KYOK. You're going to get 10% off your purchase at African Imports. Again, call Opie 281-875-0056. That's 281-875-0056. African Imports bringing us this segment of the lunch break. I got all the dogs folks coming in now. Oh, okay. Now they're sending me dog pictures. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, Keith, I know why it's doing that to my my shirt. I know why it's doing that to my shirt. Let me see. I can fix it. I can fix it. Bear with me. Let me get that off. We go back here. We go over here. I can fix it, Keith. All right, here we go. I think we got it now. Boop, 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 boop. Somebody's talking about, no, it's still doing it. I don't know what's up then. I don't know what's up. I think maybe if I take my background off, no background. Bang. If that'll do it. Nope. It doesn't like the green in my shirt, so I don't know why. Oh, you know why? Because green is like a green screen. So green is one of those colors that they tell us not to wear. They tell us not to wear green screens. And there we go. I got it. I fixed it. I did. Yeah, they tell us don't wear green on your, on your different outfits because, it's usually a green screen kind of thing. But it's got it now. There you go. All right, we back here on the show. Again, Rockets, tough night. We'll see if they can bounce back in this 3-game loser when they host Miami tomorrow, 6:30. That game's going to be live on TNT. I don't need the Rockets bombing on TNT. And let me just say this. The Rockets miss Christian Wood. The Rockets miss Christian Wood. That dude is legit. Big man in the middle, plays good defense. He redirects shots, even though he doesn't block a bunch of them. And watch this. He motivates Boogie Cousins. Boogie turns his game up when he sees Christian Woods getting off in the middle when he's in the game. So don't know when Christian is going to be back. We'll ask that of Chris Gardner tomorrow when we have him on the show. But I think that's the difference. That's why the Rockets are going on these losers right now, because they don't have a full-strength Christian Wood. He's that one guy that makes things go for the Rockets. Spurs, again, lost to Golden State 114-91, ending their 3-game win streak. Rudy Gay had 17 off the bench. Tough night for DeMar DeRozan. I think he only had 13. Tough night for him. Steph Curry went off 32 in the win. Spurs are going to be at Atlanta Friday at 6:30. Friday at 6:30. Spurs at Atlanta. Dallas is hosting Atlanta tonight at 6:30. And I know what I want to talk about. The Dallas Mavericks are not playing the national anthem at the start of their home basketball games. Anybody have a problem with that or not? Mark Cuban and the Mavericks organization won't even release a statement. They won't even answer why. I think I know, but we haven't heard directly from Cuban or the Mavericks organization. And oh yeah, by the way, Mark Cuban is the Mavericks organization. So I don't know what to tell you. I want to hear your thoughts though. Do you have a problem with the Mavericks not playing the national anthem before their home games? 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me at 832-403-5005, 832-403-5005. Folks are sending me their doggy pics now. Now I'm getting doggy pics. That's Mambo. What's up, Mambo? Like it. You want to send me your dog pics? I'll take them. I'm a dog lover. Got to be big dogs, though. I don't want no little dog pics. No, ma'am. No, sir. 832-403-5005. You got a big dog, I want to see the pigs, not the little ones. We'll have another day for them. Monica said, oh, well, when you get another dog so you can roll and play and not have to worry about being asked if you love them in person. That's scary, isn't it? Isn't that scary? I'm sure I need some kind of therapy about that. I'm sure I do. I just don't want it right now. I just want a big dog. I want, be able to roll around, play with my dog, and, just kind of, we love each other in peace. He or she knows what I'm feeling. I know what they're feeling. They lick me on my ear. I scratch them behind their ear. It's a relationship made in heaven. Look, now I'm scratching myself. No, okay, Kimberly the Great, you just joined the show. Cats, I'm not against. Cats just don't love you the same way dogs do. Cats tolerate you. Dogs love you. I'm not a cat guy. If it were a lion, a tiger, cheetah, Black Panther, I'm down, until it eats me. But yeah, no, it's got to be a dog. No cat. Sorry. Send me some more dog pics, though. I like those. All right. So, again, I want to hear, what do you think about the national anthem and Dallas Mavericks? Yes, no problem, don't care. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. What's up with the Dallas Mavericks? Do you care that they are not playing the national anthem before their games? All right, a couple of texts have come in. Let's get those. LJ says, why are we playing the national anthem before games played in the United States anyway? It's not like it's an international competition where you have national pride. I'm not going to forget that I'm in Boise, Idaho, if you don't play the national anthem. Valid point, LJ. Thank you for your text. DS says, I'm surprised more teams haven't done it, given all the uproar about the national anthem and kneeling and what have you. Yeah, I think you're right. I like how they put their point out there and they didn't take a side. We go to the phone line. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Hey, Jay, it's Longhorn Keith, brother. How are you?
My brother like no other, man. I really dig you, Longhorn Keith. I'm serious, man. I've been checking you out, bro. I love your style. What's going on, man?
Man, I appreciate that, brother. Same here. Hey, man, I'm calling you for two reasons. One, I wanted to respond to your question about the Dallas Mavericks and what they're doing in regards to the national anthem.
All right.
Literally have no problem in the world whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I think that's a stance that everybody should take across the league and in all professional sports. And my reason for that is, being that I'm an ex-military veteran or military veteran, and I feel comfortable in saying this, I go to sporting events as entertainment. I don't go to try to find my patriotic fix, if that makes sense.
Yep, it does.
And so I'm not, and as we have seen, last month on January the 6th, everybody who says they're patriotic really ain't patriotic, right? So, yep. And that song, while it represents a lot of what we stand for in America as our freedom, and we respect that, but let's not be fooled by all the antics that go behind that, right? Like everybody who, we've sung that song in the midst of slavery, right?
Yep.
We sung that song in the midst of some very cruel times in this country. So I am totally okay with them not playing the national anthem, because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people place a lot of emphasis on a song only because they have some hidden agendas behind it.
Yep. Yeah. To me, it becomes another form of control. You got to stand. Yeah. You got to be out there. You got to, your patriotism has to look the way I want it to look, in order for me to be okay.
Exactly, bro. And I just can't get with that, man. So I love that Mark Cuban has decided to not play it. And for those who feel like, well, I'm not gonna go to the game, then obviously you were going for the wrong reason, in just my opinion.
Right, right. And then I always say, when the national anthem comes on and you're at a restaurant, do you stop eating? Do you get up from your seat? Do you stand there in attention with you and your entire family? You know, when you're in the stadium, if you're at the concession stand, I know for a fact very few people stop. When they're in the restroom, very few people stop what they're doing. I've seen media personnel, you know, jump the line because people have stopped and they want to keep getting their nachos or whatever, and they're trying to get that last little bit of cheese on there, and never once does the honor of the national anthem, you know, quicken their spirit to do something different, man. It's just hypocritical in more ways than one. And like the other caller or text person said, why do we have to play it in Boise? Why do we have to play it in Chicago? Do we forget where we are if we don't play the national anthem?
Yeah, that's a very good point, man. And more importantly, like I feel as a Christian, as a believer, if I'm going to get that upset over a national anthem and not have an opinion about having prayer, then I think my priorities are wrong. Just my opinion on it. Hey, but one last thing I was going to ask you, man. I'm trying to, and this is kind of off the sports subject, but since it's Black History Month,
Yep.
And I know you've got a lot of connects. I am trying to connect or take my mom to a spa that is Black owned I want to surprise her for this Valentine holiday. And I haven't been able to find one. Do you happen to know?
I do. Let me hit you up offline. I'll send you a couple of numbers and links, and you can pamper your mama, because I did the same with my daughter. We went and had a daddy daughter pamper day, and man, the people were phenomenal.
Look at you, brother. That's awesome, man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for her to find a man to replace that.
I hope so. I sure hope so. I want to make it hard on that joker.
There you go. Hey, as always, man, I love you. I look forward to seeing your information so I can give them a call.
All right, thanks, Keith. Love you too, brother. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, man. All right, you too.
Longhorn Keith, always a good call with that brother. Always a good call with that brother. All right, let me hit Sybil Wilkes real quick. And caller, I'll come right back to you. I got another call that just came in. Caller, stay right there. I got to hit Sybil Wilkes real quick, and then we'll be right back right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know today. Former President Donald Trump's impeachment trial underway, and defense lawyers are adamant that Trump did not incite the riot when he addressed a huge crowd of supporters at a rally that preceded it. They accuse House impeachment managers of cherry-picking his statements from an hour-long speech by highlighting only those that Democrats see as helpful to their case. U.S. safety officials state the helicopter pilot who crashed into a hillside last year, killing Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 6 other passengers went against his training and violated flight rules. National Transportation Safety Board investigators concluded the pilot likely became so disoriented he could not discern up from down. Fans, including childhood friend and former group member Diana Ross, have been sharing condolences all over social media following the news of the death of Forever Supreme Mary Wilson. The original member of the Supremes, author, and motivational speaker passed away suddenly Monday night at age 76. Please visit SybilWilkes.com to subscribe to my free daily newsletter. Be informed, be empowered.
Hey guys, this is your girl Brandy Nelson, and you are listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
Big shout out to Brandy Nelson, Mac. Good, dear sister of mine. So big shout out to her. Let me go to the phone line real quick. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
AJ, it's Todd.
Todd Aloysius Malcolm. How you been, bro?
Yeah, just enjoying that Super Bowl win by Tom Brady.
Oh man, you know what, Todd? I was gonna tell you I missed you, but here you come in kicking the dough in with that.
Talking about kicking the dough in. That's what the Bucks did.
Bruh, that's old news, man. That was so. When was that? When was the last? What? When was that?
Man, that Bucks defense. Let me ask you this, AJ. Is that the best Super Bowl defensive performance against an operating offense?
No. Let me tell you which one was. It was that NASCAR defense against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots the first time, not the second win up in Indianapolis, but when them boys was coming for Brady, and Brady had like no answers, man. I mean, he just couldn't even find a spot to get comfortable. that one right there stands out in my mind. So it was good. And to the point where I'm not kidding. Whenever somebody locks somebody down defensively, I'm saying, man, you just got Todd Bowles, brother, because that dude came up with a game plan for Kansas City that they still haven't figured out.
I think I said this to a buddy of mine. It was a couple weeks or a week before the Super Bowl. And it was actually my neighbor. He was asking me who I thought was going to win. I said I was going with Tampa Bay. And I said I think it benefited Tampa Bay that they had already seen the Chiefs earlier in the year. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, that goes both ways.
Right.
But they had already seen that speed in person, and they had already.
Todd, wait 1 second. Let me hit the top of the hour. I want to come right back to you because you're talking my kind of talk. We'll be right back. Put this first hour in the books, second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM. It's Black History Month and Winning Wednesday on the lunch break. Again, AM 1140, FM 92.3, and streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Let me go back to Todd Malcolm. Todd, again, I loved what Todd Bowles and Tampa Bay came up with because whatever adjustments Andy and Eric and whoever else is on that offense tried to make after the first half, they had an adjustment for their adjustment because they never gave up the ghost, bro. They never gave it up.
No, I mean, if you look kind of back at the replay and the other kind of talking heads out there that know football more than me from a defensive side, they just stayed in that cover two the whole night. They didn't blitz a lot. And they were able to get home with that front four. So I was impressed. I thought Tampa Bay would win, but I thought it was going to be like a game in the 30s. Tampa Bay got there with 31, but they also kind of took the foot off the gas at the end. But no, I was really, really surprised on, just the way they were making Mahomes so uncomfortable back there. I didn't anticipate that to that degree.
And that was the thing that got me. The fact that he was running for his life with nowhere to go. It's one thing to move him. It's one thing for him to adjust and then find an open space where he could comfortably settle back down, or he can look like he's settling down while he's, matriculating down the field for 10, 15, whatever. He never had that on Sunday. And that's why I say it was such an exemplary effort on the defensive game plan and the execution by the players.
So two things I took away from that game, and I'm not just talking about one game. The style of play Mahomes, here's the difference between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, okay? Tom Brady is Tim Duncan to me, okay? Mr. Fundamental at quarterback, okay? Not flashy, not real, sexy when you watch him. Patrick Mahomes is the big play guy. He's more the Brett Favre, in my opinion, right? But there's a lot in that play I don't like fundamentally that I think will get you in trouble. And with the way Pat Mahomes plays, he's going to give you opportunities on a defense to get turnovers because he's always running around back there. He's extending the play. But with that, sometimes he's going to put that ball at risk. So I'm not on the mindset, hey, he's going to surpass Brady. I think the team around him is so good. You got Andy, you got Bieniemy over there, you got Kelsey's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Tyreek Hill could potentially. You got Watkins, Hardeman. I mean, the list goes on and on, right?
Yep.
So in my opinion, when I watch Mahomes, he is good. Don't get me wrong. He is really good. Unbelievable arm talent. Kind of like Jeff George back in the day, right? But I don't see him as I'm not sure why people are saying putting him in the same conversation as Brady, because fundamentally he does a lot of reckless stuff to me that I don't think benefits your team. I think that talent around him is just so ridiculous and the coaching with Bieniemy and Andy there is propping him up a little bit better, in my opinion, than where he really is right now.
Yeah, I think the got Todd Malcolm joining us here on the lunch break. I think what's real is that Pat Mahomes set the bar so high, so fast,
Yep.
that it does open up the door for that kind of speculation about him. But to me, Pat Mahomes is the right puzzle piece for the right puzzle. You know, you can have pieces that look the same, but they just don't quite fit. And the puzzle doesn't become complete until you put all the right pieces in the same place. As much as they prop him up, he props them up. You know,
here's what's going to be, and we had this conversation, I think, a month or two ago, AJ. It's going to be real interesting when his salary goes to the $40 million, like Russell Wilson, right? Russell Wilson is saying, or either he or his camp is saying, reportedly, is that he's not happy with the O-line protection, right?
Yeah.
Well, when they gave him that money, right? And I'm not blaming him for this. You get what you want. As soon as they did that, Frank Clark got moved to the Chiefs, right?
Yep.
They had to get rid of some good players. That comes with it, right? That's part of it. I'm going to be real curious when Mahomes' salary, it's not next year, I think the following year is when it jumps to 40, right? Does that mean you lose a Kelsey? Does that mean you lose a Hill? Does that mean you lose a Hardikin, a Watkins? You can't keep them all. It's some of those guys are going to outplay that contract. If that makes sense, right?
No, I agree.
And that may happen to the Bucs. The Bucs may not be able to keep Godwin, right? So that'll be real curious when it goes to that, what that looks like. I want to touch on Eric Bieniemy because I almost had like this light bulb moment when I was watching the game. I even froze my TV. So they were showing part of the game. They showed Andy and Bieniemy right next to each other, right?
Yep.
And they hit me. If Bieniemy, let me put it like this, to give him a better chance of getting a head coaching job, he's already, in my opinion, he's already earned at least an opportunity to get one, right? He's got to leave Andy. Because when I looked at that TV shot and I froze my TV, it was like Kobe and Shaq back in the day, right? Kobe felt he was never going to get his due. I'm talking about like the first repeat, right?
Yep.
They're always going to say this is Shaq's team. Kobe could never outrun that until he got away from Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with Bieniemy, he's never going to get his due because you're going to have that group of people that say, well, man, it's really Andy's offense. You know what I mean? He's just letting Eric call it, you know, or whatever the case may be. If Andy went to a team, let's say it's mediocre offensively, right? Or a quarterback that's kind of middle of the pack and turn that around, he's not going to have to hear at least this part of the side of it. Well, you know, Andy Reid is the one that's really, you know, the one doing it. So in my opinion, and I don't see Andy going anywhere anytime soon, I think Bieniemy would be better off leaving the Chiefs, going to another team, build up that quarterback, and it would give him not a guarantee, but maybe a better opportunity at a coaching job.
And Todd, I can respect what you're saying. I guess for me, I'm the other side of the coin. He shouldn't have to do that. I mean, you got folks that are getting hired out of New England, you know, not because they went and did something somewhere else without Bill Belichick, but because they were there next to Bill Belichick. You know, one of your favorite guys, Joe Judge, up in New York, was a quality control special teams coach under Bill Belichick. He didn't go anywhere to prove himself in any other way, and he got that call. You know, we had that whole wave of, do you know, did you know, did you ever bump into Sean McVay? Those guys got head coaching jobs. So, I mean, I get what you're saying. I understand, especially when, you know, the two are tied at the hip like that. I mean, the bottom line, and I have resolved myself to this. The bottom line is those NFL owners and front office officials are going to hire who they want to hire. They're going to use whatever criteria they want to use. And to me, it'll sound like an excuse, but in their minds, that's what they made the decision on. I mean, I look at first black coach in NFL history, in pro football history, Fritz Pollard in 1921.
Right.
First modern era head coach, Art Shell, 1989.
I liked Art.
You know what I'm saying? 1921 and 1989. I mean, it's a lot of years between that time frame. And somebody even asked me, well, What were the black head coaches doing during that time? Oh, Eddie Robinson was only going out winning 408 games. Other guys were going out and winning, all kinds of games. They never got their shot because the owners never wanted to bring them in, never wanted to interview them, never wanted to hire them. So it to me, it's just it's unfortunate. It's frustrating. If Eric really wants to do it, then yeah, he could try to do that. But to me, Eric Bieniemy has already put enough out there that he's just as good as anybody else in the coaching ranks. Not named Bill Belichick, not named Sean Payton, not named Mike Tomlin. Those are the guys that I put up there in that other upper echelon. Andy Reid in that upper echelon. Everybody else, he's just as good as.
Yeah, and here's one layer that I don't know if we talk about enough. We've just talked about the discrepancies at the head coaching position, right? But there was a guy I was talking to that said there's a whole bunch of position coaches out there that want to be coordinators, right?
Yep.
Like the DB coach, the running back coach, the O-line coach, right?
Yep.
And they can't ever get beyond that position coach. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's not just the head coaching position, too. I think we got a problem. It's that you got a lot of guys that position coaches. Let's take a running back coach position, right?
Yep.
Running back coach is predominantly, from what I've seen, is predominantly black coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
But when I've talked to a lot of running back coaches, I've asked them, I've said, is your long-term goal just to be the running back coach? Or would you like, maybe be the offensive coordinator? Stan Drayton at Texas, right? You've been a running back coach for years, University of Texas.
Yep.
He wants to be a head coach one day, right?
Yep.
Can't get an interview.
Yep.
So I think there's even other layers to it below that of like a lot of guys that are position coaches, they can't even get an interview for a coordinator job.
Yeah, remember Maurice Cawthorn? Maurice was with the Giants forever. And the only reason why he started getting interviews was because of the Rooney Rule.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. So there's layers to it, but that just thing hit me with the enemy. Like I said, my idea doesn't guarantee anything, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't guarantee my head coaching job. I'll give you another example where we've seen in the NBA where longtime assistant coaches, I'll give you two, had to go to the college ranks to get a job, right? Juwan Howard, he was assistant coach for the Heat for years.
Yep.
And he was getting some interviews, but was never getting the job, right?
Yep.
So goes to Michigan. Then Patrick Ewing,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Patrick Ewing, in my opinion, was the biggest travesty of all of them. This man had been an assistant in the NBA for like 13 or 15 years, right?
Yep.
You had guys like Jeff Van Gundy vouching for him, and he couldn't even get an interview.
Yep.
So he had to go to Georgetown to get a head coaching job. So I don't know. I thought Bieniemy one time when the other University of Colorado coach had left, I thought he may take that, but I think he wanted to stay in the NFL. So I don't know. I don't think it'll ever change, AJ.
And brother, I'm not disagreeing with you there either. And that's why I say, folks ought to be able to own their own and do what they want. Supposedly in this capitalistic society, if you don't like the way things go, build your own, buy your own, start your own. But when, guys and young ladies talk about doing that, then some kind of way they're not smart enough, or they've never run that before, or, where are they going to come up with this and how are they going to be able to do that? Well, everybody started somewhere. And I wouldn't be angry if folks jumped out there and tried to do that, even if it didn't work. Some of the best things in the world came out of, failure and trying to do it again.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the ownership before.
Yeah. Todd, hold this point real quick. Let me do Tax Doctor and Lily. I'll be right back with you. Todd Malcolm, good conversation right here on the lunch break, Winning Wednesday. We'll be right back after this by Lily and the Tax Doctor.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they're able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359. Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject at every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
KYOK, 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hey, you want some sports with your lunch? Well, tune in to the legendary KYOK at the lunch break. And I'm Raven Rogers.
All right, y'all, back here on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM. It's Black History Month and Winning Wednesday on the lunch break. Let me go back to Todd real quick. Todd, sorry to cut you off right there. I had to pay them bills, man.
That's okay. Oh, let me ask you a question on the Bucs Super Bowl. On a scale of 1 to 10, if I would have told you before the season the Bucs are going to win the Super Bowl, would you have said there's no way?
Yep, I would have. I sure would have.
Yeah, I mean, I remember before the season, I thought with Tom Brady they would make the playoffs, maybe win a playoff game, but with so much newness on that team, new coaching staff, new players, I wasn't really seeing Super Bowl.
Right.
But I was definitely seeing playoffs. Maybe a playoff win. And that's what I kind of thought was the goal for the Bucs of like, hey, we haven't been in the playoffs for a really long time. We got a chance to get back to the playoffs, maybe win a game, you know? But man, after that bye week on 7-5, you saw them kind of, I think Bruce Arians made some adjustments, and Leftwich and kind of started adding some more stuff to the offense. And they just took off. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. It's not always you having to win the division. It's not always you having to dominate everybody on your schedule. It's getting hot at the right time, having the right adjustments at the right time, to win those games. And that's exactly what they did down the stretch. Exactly what, who would have thought that the Washington game was the one that was closest to getting Tampa Bay out of there? So I don't take anything away from Tampa Bay. I'm happy for the other guys as well as Tom Brady. You know me, man. Everybody was writing Brady off that last year in New England. I still said, Brady had a lot left. He was probably working with one of his worst rosters ever. And then when he got to New England, I said, to Tampa Bay, watch out. He's got something else to play for now. This isn't about him doing it in New England. Now he's got a big load off his shoulders, and now all he has to do is get it done. I didn't think he would, outdo the Saints. I didn't think he would outdo Kansas City, but he did both, so I can't be mad at him.
You remember this was last year, at the end of last year, when me and David grew up at that back and forth. We were on the show.
Yep.
And David was talking about, I think, Pro Football Focus, where Brady had the most passes that were uncatchable.
Yep.
And I kept coming back with saying, how are you going to throw a catchable pass if your guy can't even create separation? You know what I mean?
Yep.
You moved him from that team where Pro Football Focus, same one that David was quoting, that these guys were the ones that created the least amount of separation of any skilled position players in the league. And now he went to a team that has players that can get open.
Yep.
Here's what the scary thing is too is O.J. Howard, which is one of their tight ends, which is really good, he didn't even play.
Right.
I mean, the scary thing is the Bucs will be better next year with an off season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all that, to me, that's the scary part. Is
all right. Wait. Now you try to call a repeat, a back-to-back.
I don't see why it couldn't happen.
No, well, come on, good. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
If they can keep most of that.
I, Todd Malcolm, state here today on the 10th of February, 2021, that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will win the Super Bowl again next season. Say it. Say it.
I'm going with the Bucs next year, back to back.
All right, I ain't mad. You gotta say it with your chest.
Yeah,
you ain't right, but you gotta say it with your chest.
I don't. Yeah, I was laughing at something the other day. They showed a clip from Max Kellerman from July 2016.
Yeah,
where they said Tom Brady is about to fall off the cliff.
Yeah, it was gonna be a bomb and all that. Boy, Stephen A. Smith, even the I forget who the lady was in the middle, but like Molly, yeah. Did you just say that was a good one? I like that.
Check this out though, AJ. He's won 3 Super Bowls since that clip.
Right. Exactly.
People keep wanting to bury this guy, and I don't know. He could probably. I'm not convinced he's going to retire next year.
Well, let me ask you this now: is he the greatest athlete of all time?
No.
Okay. All right. That's all I need to know. I got to take another break. Let me go take this break. You got time to hold on, or you got to go?
Yeah, I do.
All right, stay right there. We'll be right back with more from Todd right after this on the lunch break. Legendary KYOK.
I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. 2 radio stations in one.
Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio 1140 AM and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Baby, I got your money.
Are you looking for a tax company that will get you the maximum credits and deductions? Or a tax company that can get you a same-day loan up to $9,500? Well, Global One Tax Services on 6002 Antoine Drive is the tax company that is dedicated to getting you your maximum refund. Call us for an appointment or for our mobile services. That's right, Global One Tax is now mobile. Now, you don't have to leave your home. Call 281-377-5565. That's 281-377-5565. Get your full return. You deserve it. You've earned it. Global One Tax Services. Get ready. Get set. Go global.
Hey, you want some sports with your lunch? Well, tune in to the legendary KYOK at the lunch break. And I'm Raven Rogers.
All right, y'all. Back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is our Black History Month, and it is Winning Wednesday. Got Todd standing by. Todd done spoke with his chest. Todd done threw his head back and say, show me the Buccaneers back to back. Oh, in that NFL Super Bowl. Okay, all right. I ain't mad at you.
And what's I'm on Twitter. What's Mark Cuban trying to do with the anthem?
I like it.
But I'm reading something on Adrian Wojnarowski saying Adam Silver, he wasn't going to let one team make that decision. So is Adam Silver jumping in and saying you got to play the anthem?
Sound like some Adam Silver kind of stuff.
Yeah, it says there was little chance Adam Silver would let Maps continue without playing anthem. There's a collective conversation in here with this issue.
Why does Adam Silver have to make that happen? Why? What? Why?
I don't know.
I mean, again, seriously, like, why do we have to play the national anthem before a basketball game, before a football game, before a hockey match, before high school football, college football? Why we got? Did we forget we're in Tuscaloosa? We don't play the anthem.
I don't get it, man. I go watch a lot of high school basketball, and they do it before every game. And I don't get it either.
Bro, I'm just, again, I've been getting a lot of flack lately about my position and stance on things. I'm serious, man. Greatest country in the world. Love it, love it, love it. But some of the stuff we do is like self-inflicted. And then we go and point the finger at other countries and say, oh, you're controlling your people. Oh, you're being mean to your people. Oh, human rights and all that. And we're going to force people to stand for an anthem. We're going to force people to show their allegiance when you can go to any game at any time. And during the national anthem, there's a whole lot of disrespect going on that doesn't even get noticed, doesn't even get called out.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I don't. To be honest with you, I watch a lot of. I got NBA League Pass, so I watch a lot of games. But obviously, I'm not going to games, so I didn't even know the Mavericks sport. I didn't even know they were not doing that. I didn't even know that was a thing that they were not doing. But I don't know. I guess Adam Silver is saying we got to be unified. Either we're all doing it, we're not doing it, or let me bring up one thing. Why is the NBA even having an All-Star game?
Yeah, that's nonsense. That's nonsense as well. I mean, let me ask you a question. Because of the money. Because of the money.
Okay, so is Adam Silver? Is he wanting the anthem because of the audience that thinks the anthem is important? Is that part of it?
I don't think he wants that backlash if folks decide they want to stop.
So that he'd be placated into that group, right?
Yeah. I mean, he prays in a lot of different churches, though. He's the commissioner.
So, no, I remember LeBron James. They interviewed him. I don't know if it was before a game, after a game. He was not happy about it, but it made sense. It could have gave the guys 5 days off, right?
Right.
All that stuff, let them regroup, recharge their body. But you're saying you're so worried about COVID, but yet you're all going to have them travel to this one destination.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense to be having an exhibition right now. I give the NFL a lot of credit for not doing the Pro Bowl. The NBA and their All-Star is probably the best out of them. The Major League Baseball All-Star #2, and rivaling that is hockey. Hockey does a pretty good job, but the football is the worst. And I'm glad that they did not try to force the game on the players and us just so they can do it.
Let me ask you a Dak Prescott question.
Yeah.
The Cowboys released a hype video for next year, and they didn't put Dak Prescott in it, right? You think that's coincidence or not?
I don't think anything the Cowboys do is coincidence, unless somebody went rogue and put that out before Jerry and Steven and them had a chance to do it. Everything I'm hearing from Jerry, Steven's camps, if you will, that they are bringing Dak back and they're going to give him a long-term deal.
So do you think next year, start of the 2021 season, does Deshaun Watson, is he still a Texan? Is Dak Prescott, is he still a Cowboy?
Dak Prescott is still a Cowboy. Deshaun Watson is still a Texan. I don't think Deshaun will be on the field, though.
Okay. Do you think he'll stay away for a certain amount of time?
I do.
Do you think that the Deshaun relationship with Tech, you think it's totally burned to the ground?
I do.
Interesting. So, now, okay, so let's go back to Dak. Why do you think that one is not? Because it seemed that one is getting a little contentious back and forth between the two. Why do you think that one is salvageable?
Because it's just a matter of hitting the right number.
Making that work.
Yeah, so, it hadn't gotten personal. Deshaun's is personal.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't figure out what the Texans are doing. But man, that's a bad look. Think about it. When the Texans are trying to acquire a free agent, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Watson's gone, and that's just a bad look for your front office. Kind of reminds me of the Knicks, with the owner up there, Dolan, right?
Right.
No free agent want to go there because of him, and that's not a reputation you want to have as an NFL front office. He's running your franchise quarterback where he feels like he's got to demand a trade.
Yep. No, I agree.
So let's see this. Because Deshaun, is he going to be in the first year of that new deal?
Second year.
Okay, so he's already completed one of the 4 years?
Yep.
Okay. So being that Deshaun has 3 years left, what leverage does Deshaun have? If the Texans want to play hardball with it, is he stuck?
He is, and they can control his rights, if you will, till 2028.
Man. Because after the deal's up, then they can franchise him, for
3 years? 3 years of franchise tags.
Oh, wow. That's one thing whenever in the NFL, they call it the CBA as well, just like the NBA?
Yep.
Okay. They got to somehow get that the franchise tag off the table. What do you
I agree, and that's why I said yesterday that the worst union in pro sports is the NFL's, because they give up way too much. They have baseball's union is running things. Hockey's union is running things. Basketball's ain't bad, but football's is a joke. Football's union is it might as well just be owners.
So Deshaun Watson could be a Texan to 2028?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. No,
so his only leverage, to answer your question, is to hold out and the fact he's got a no-trade clause.
So here's kind of shows you what the difference in the NBA and the NFL, right? James Harden made it public. He wanted out. He was gone quick.
Yeah.
Quick, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about this maybe a month or so ago. The NFL's just not that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, I'm not saying they won't move Deshaun. If someone came to them, like the Dolphins, say, hey, we'll give you Tua and 4 first-round draft picks.
Yep, done deal.
They do that. That's
done
good.
deal, right.
That's such a big haul. The Texans may say, you know what, Tua is not as good as Deshaun, but he's still pretty darn good. He's young. And those 4 picks, we could fix maybe a lot of other spots.
Right.
So has Deshaun ever released kind of like James Harden did, like, hey, here's the teams I prefer to go to?
Supposedly, the Jets, number 1, Miami, number 2, and then Denver has slid in there somewhere. I think because of Kareem Jackson, but Denver has slid in there somewhere.
Man, my preference would be if he went to Miami.
Mine too. I don't want him anywhere near the Jets or Denver. Nowhere near those.
What was the other one? You said Jets, Denver, Miami. Was there a 4th?
San Francisco supposedly got the capital. I don't want him anywhere near John Lynch either.
Let me ask you about Jimmy Garoppolo. Are they done with him?
Jimmy Garoppolo, if he can't stay healthy, and then when he's in, think about it, man. That big playability in those big-time games has come under question. So, they're saying all the right things, but if you got a chance to get Deshaun, you're taking Deshaun over Jimmy.
Let's say the 49ers said, hey, look, we'll give you Jimmy Garoppolo and 3 first-rounders. You think the Texans do that, or you think the Texans say we need more than that?
Yeah, I think they need more than that.
More than that?
Yeah. They want some of those young defenders off that 49er roster. They want those first-rounders. They want, maybe another 2nd or a 3rd. So they're looking for about 5 or 6 assets for a trade for Deshaun.
Trade for Deshaun.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you one last thing. I'll let you go. I was just curious, putting your head coaching hat on, did you see the clip of the young man for Jackson State basketball player that walked off the court?
Yeah.
You did? So if you were a head coach, how would you handle that?
It would definitely be all behind the scenes, and we reach whatever our understanding is, and then I would have to let him know I'm gonna have to discipline you. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna embarrass you. I'm not gonna humiliate you. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll agree on that together.
Yes, I obviously, the thing I hate about clips like that is we don't know what happened beforehand, right?
Correct. That's why I say everything's got to pretty much happen behind the scene. Did you see the clip of the Texas Tech head coach and how he acted up?
No, I know he's got a temperament like Bobby Knight. What did he do?
So, yeah, he went off on the referees. He ended up sitting down on the full floor, emulating one of the other players on the other team, how he was down. got teed up, got kicked out, and instead of walking off, he goes at the referees again, goes over and fist bumps the head coach of West Virginia, Bob Huggins, and then he goes back at the referee some more before finally jogging off the court. That would be a whole different situation. I'm athletic director, president of the university. You got to come see me. You got to come see me.
You remember that guy, and his name is escaping me.
His last name is Beard.
Yeah, Chris Beard.
Yeah.
Chris Beard. He's a Bobby Knight clone. He was on Bobby Knight's staff at one point.
Well, you know how I feel about him, Bobby Knight, your boy up there at Michigan State. They give these coaches way too much credit and leeway and understanding, and that's just the fire in him, and he's just trying to stand up for his team. Now you got to come see me. Yeah, you got to come see me after that, and we're gonna have a real conversation.
I had a high school basketball coach that was kind of like a Chris Beard. It was unbelievable stuff he was doing in the locker room. That there's no way you would get away with it today. Yeah, well,
me and Scott Van Pelt got crossways on your boy up in Michigan State and the way he was acting up, and he's teaching these guys, and just because you have other guys that played there that says it's okay does not mean it's okay. And that's the part that just gets me, man. The whole thing, with Jimbo Fisher, and you and me talked about Tom Herman and all that. That stuff is not okay, bro. It's not okay. And just because we survived it and we went through it doesn't mean it's okay for these kids now. And I'm glad that these kids now, they care about their brand. They care about, stuff like that. They'll jump their butt in that transfer portal and be done with it. That head coach in Texas Tech, Chris Beard, he should be ashamed of himself.
Now, the players nowadays, they're more aware. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're more self-aware of like, hey, like when I was coming up, I'm in my early 40s, I remember I had a middle school football coach. I think I told you this. We would practice at one end of the field in 8th grade, right?
Yep.
And the water, not the water bucket, the thing they tied into the water hose that shot out water, kind of like this pole type deal. It was over 100 yards away, right? And it's in August, and the coach would say, if y'all want water, you got to bear crawl to it, okay? This is over 100 degrees of heat, 100 degrees, heat. Then if you got water, you'd have to bear crawl all the way back. Well, guess what? No one went and got water, right? But can you imagine what would happen if someone had a heat stroke?
Right.
All in the name of I don't even know what I guess that was his attempt at trying to toughen us up or whatever. But in today's climate, I don't see anyone trying to do that. But it just kind of gives you an example. But back then, I don't ever remember going home to my parents and saying, "Hey, do you remember this? You won't believe what Coach did today."
Right. It's different. It's different. I'm glad it's different.
And I remember telling my dad, just certain things, and he was like, man, when I was in high school, they wouldn't even bring water out to the field, So I don't know. I think the kids nowadays are more self-aware. The transfer portal is there. But no, I got to go back and watch that guy Chris Beard and see that. Somehow I missed that one.
Yeah, man. It was sad. It was sad. He's up there with Izzo. I got him up there with Izzo.
Yeah, no, I mean, I heard a story that Izzo, in practices, he would have his football players in helmets and shoulder pads working on rebounding drills. So,
Todd, let me talk to you later, bro. You just made me mad at that dude all over again.
They were doing full contact, hitting drills in practice with football equipment on.
And, I don't care what Draymond Green tells me about coaches, what a wonderful man he is, and blah, 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 blah.
I'll be curious one day if anything comes out on Coach K, because he seems like one, I don't know if he has been squeaky clean or if he's just kind of been protected.
Yeah, protected. Definitely protected. Especially when you look at the situations that have come out with him and Zion and with this FBI thing and all that, man. I'm going to go strongly with protected.
Yeah. AJ, man, I won't keep you. Good show as always.
Always a good call. Todd Malcolm, leading candidate for Call of the Year for 2021. Have a good one. Tell the family we said hello, brother.
Okay, thanks, AJ.
All right, y'all. Hey, I got to take a break, but when I come back, we're gonna go ahead and hit some. Stats battle real quick. When we come back. Rockets again lost their third game in a row, losing 130 to 101 to New Orleans. New Orleans has won 4 straight. Rockets will host Miami tomorrow at 6:30. New Orleans is going to be in Chicago tonight at 8. We'll see if they can make it 5 in a row. Like it. Spurs lost to Golden State 114 to 91, ending their 3-game win streak. They're at Atlanta Friday at 6:30. Dallas going to host Atlanta tonight at 6:30. And then number 13, UT got Kansas State last night, 80 to 77. And we're just talking about it. Number 14, West Virginia knocked off number 7, Texas Tech, 82 to 71. And the head coach for Texas Tech, Chris Beard, a complete embarrassment. And don't hit me with you don't know the details. It doesn't matter what the details are when you act like an immature child like that. That was embarrassing. And y'all giving these head coaches, Chris Beard, Tom Izzo, y'all giving them way too much credit. And don't tell me how they're, help shaping the lives of these young men and blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, they're not the savior of these players. Grow up, act like a grown man, take your loss, and go about your business. That was embarrassing. Chris Beard, Texas Tech, in the words of the late, great Sheen Dead, First Lady of the United States, be best. All right, I'll be back.
You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they are able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
This is Jasmine Highsmith, and you're having a side of sports with your lunch here on the lunch break on legendary KYOK.
My bad, Jasmine. I didn't mean to step on you there. All right, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Black History Month and Winning Wednesday. Monique said, curveball, what if they played the Black national anthem instead of the, national anthem this month? That didn't work for the NFL. It's just leave the anthems alone to me. Beginning of the games, you don't need that. You don't need that. Then you're not more patriotic if you do an anthem. To me. All right, let's play some stats battles real quick. Now, again, for those who don't know how to do it, I'm going to read you the stats of 2 players. And I'm just going to give you certain categories, and you tell me if you want player A or player B. Player A or player B. You can hit me up on social media, Facebook, YouTube, or you can text me 832-403-5005 and give me an A or B. A or B. And then you can also you can also call me 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. You can email it, aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com. I want to know A or B. All right, here we go. This player is in the Hall of Fame in his respective sport. This player is in the Hall of Fame in this respective sport. That's player A. Player B is in the Hall of Fame of their respective sport. Player A, Hall of Fame. Player B, Hall of Fame. Who do you want, player A or player B? Player A or player B? Where's my pen? Player A or player B? Both players are in the Hall of Fame of their respective sports. Player A or player B? All right, again, 281-453-1000. Give me A or B. You can do it on social media. Give me A or B. Or you can email me, aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com. Or you can text me, 832-403-5005. Keith Hennick said, give him A. All right. So right now it's 1-0. All right, here we go. Here come the text messages. Text messages says, okay, give me player B. JT said, give them player A. 832-432 said, give them player A. LJ said, give them player A. It's 4-1. All right, here we go. Let's go to the next category. Player B has been to 10 of their championship games. 10 of their championship games in their respective sports. Player A has been through 10 of their championship games. Player B has been to 8 different championships. 8 different championships. Player A, 10. Player B, 8. Who do you want, player A or player B? Player A or player B? Right now it's 4-1. Player A over player B. 4-1. Player A over player B. All right, let me go to my text message, email. Okay, all right, I see you. PPC said give them player B. All right. TLC said give her player A. NBJ said give them player B. CV said give him player B. All right, it's 5-4 right now. Keith Hennig said give him player A. It is 6-4. All right, we got 10 in. Let's go to the next category. Next category. All right. All right, let me see. In championship games, player A has won 10 of them. Player A has won 10 of them. In championship games or championship matchups, player B has won 8. Player B has won 8. Player A, 10. Player B, 8. Player A, 10. Player B, 8. Give me player A or player B. Player A or player B. All right. GP said give him player B. Said you try to trick us. TG said give him player A. Keith Hennig said give him player A. C and B said give them player A and a player B. So C and B doing them together like y'all. Let me go to text messages. All right. Kev said give him player A. All right, so it's 10-6 right now. Player A running away with it. Player A running away with it. All right, let me see. I got time. 713-382 said give them player B. 832-417 said give them player B. It's 10-8. All right, let's see who we got here. 832-525 said give them player B. 10-9. EJ said give him player A. It's 11-9. That's 20. Let's go to the next category. What do we got? This is category number 4. Category number 4. Player. Hold on. I got to go over here real quick. See something real quick. There we go. And my screen is locked. What in the, okay, here we go. Go back to it. Go back to it. All right, here we go. Player A has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 championships in a row. Player A has won 8 championships in a row. Player A won 8 championships in a row. Player B won 122 times in a row. Player A or player B? Player A, 8 championships in a row. Player B, 122 times in a row. Who do you want, player A or player B? Keith Hennig said, give him player A. 270263 said, did you say 122 times in a row? Give me player B. 832869 said B. And they got B running all across the screen. 856997 said, give them player B. Brandon said, give him player B. EA said, give him player B. All right, right now it is 14-12. 14-12. DK said, give him player B. 15-12. All right, that last category kind of did it. All right, here we go. Here's the final category. Here's the final category. All right, here's the final category. I'm trying to see which one I can do that won't give it away. Won't give it away. I think I've already given it away. Let me look at something real quick. I'm trying to find a category where I can do it, where I don't give it away. All right, here we go. In this player's 11-year career, they went to the championship 10 times. In this player's 11-year career, they went to the championship 10 times. And that's player A. Player B, in 10 years of this player's career, they never lost. They never lost. They never lost. Player A, 10 out of 11 years. Player B, 10 years, never lost. Player A or player B? Player A or player B? Player A or player B? Player A, out of 11 years, 10 years, they never lost. Player A, Keith Hennig said, give him player A. Oh, let me see this. Hold on. Got to go back up to the top. All right. Willie Gibson, I'm going to go ahead and put you down for player B. Let's see. Ferdinand, no, that's not correct. That is not correct. Thank you for trying, though. 832432 said, give them player A. Oh, this is getting close. Nikita said, give her player B. RF said, give her player A. Man, it is 17-15. TR said player B. It's 18-15. Oh man, I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do 2 more. 713382 said, give them player A. There's no way. 832525 said, give them player A. It is 18-17. 18-17 is the final score. All right. Give me a phone call right now at 281-453-1000 if you can name one of these 2 players. If you can name one of these 2 players, I've got 2 tickets for you to the State Fair Classic, February 27th. Prairie View against Grambling State up in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. Got 2 tickets for you. If you can tell me who one of the players is, player A or player B. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Willie.
What's going on, Willie Gibson?
Got it, boss. How you feeling?
I'm feeling with my hands. How you feeling?
I feel with my heart.
You feeling? Now, see, you got me, man. You feeling with your heart. I'm feeling with my hands. I need prayer and supplication. Willie, you know which one of these? You know one of these players?
I think I do. I think D. When you said something, I was like, yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I felt like I gave it away when I did one of the categories.
Yeah.
All right. So who do you think you know in? So here's what I'm gonna do. I know you're not going to the game. I know you're not gonna go to the game. You have somebody that you can give them to?
I do.
Okay, no problem. Then you'll get the tickets. Who do you think one of the players was?
I think B is Edwin Moses.
B is Edwin Moses. B is Edwin Moses. Edwin Moses, from August 26, 1977 to January 5th, 1987, did not lose a race. He won 122 races. He made it to 107 finals, won only 15 prelims because he didn't have to win prelims. And oh yeah, by the way, he won 8 gold medals over that time.
Phenomenal.
Set 4 world records.
Wow.
But you know, guess what? Here's the crazy thing. He didn't even have the longest streak in sports.
No, really?
I know you're a sports trivia person. For an extra set of tickets, can you tell me who had a longer streak than Edwin Moses?
No, I can't. But you know what? That struck me and piqued my curiosity. I don't know who beat him in the 122. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. But
there's a lady by the name of Ilanda Bayless, that won 180 straight high jump championships. Competitions. 180 straight. She didn't lose from 1950 to 1960. For 10 years, she won 180 straight high jump competitions.
Wow.
I know. And we sitting here trying to say Tom Brady is the greatest athlete of all time.
It's recency bias, you know what that is.
I know. So, any idea who player A was?
No, I won't be making it up. I don't.
All right, let me tell you who player A was. I threw y'all a curveball because I was trying to get Tom Brady in there. Player A is none other than Sam Jones from the Boston Celtics, who in his career won 10 NBA championships out of an 11-year career. 10 NBA championships out of an 11-year career.
Impressive.
Yeah, man. Had to give him some love.
Oh, for sure.
Willie Gibson, we got to get ready to go. I will be getting in touch with you, and I'll send your tickets up to you so you can bless somebody for the State Fair Classic coming up on February the 27th. It is the Prairie View Panthers taking on the Grambling State Tigers up in Dallas, up in the Cotton Bowl.
Oh, bro, I look forward to it, man. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. You stay safe up there and warm, okay?
You as well. Hey, some snow for you. Snow a little bit. I'll sit it down there for you.
Brother, put it in something and send it down there so I can say I got Columbus snow.
Yes, sir.
Willie Gibson, man. Hey, let me know when you can be on the show again, brother. We missing you.
All right. I look forward to it.
All right, brother. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all, we really do got to go. Thank you once again, everybody, for playing Stats Battle. It was a lot of fun again. Sam Jones from the Boston Celtics came up just a little bit short to Edwin Moses, who is no stranger to winning. Again, 122 straight races back from August 26, 1977 to June 5th, 1987. 4 world championships, 8 gold medals, 2 from the Olympics, and 6 of them from different other events. Again, congratulations for the winner of Stat Battle, Willie Gibson. All right, y'all, let me get ready to go. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it except wash your hands, wear your mask, sanitize everything around you. When you see or hear that racism, kill it, not the person, the racism. Donnie McClurkin is up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. Of course, tomorrow, you got Erica Campbell and Griff. You got Shiloh Radio, and your boy will be back with Throwback Thursday. Chris Gardner will be in the building, or at least online. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Love you.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know today. Former President Donald Trump's impeachment trial underway, and defense lawyers are adamant that Trump did not incite.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. I had a lot of fun with y'all today. A lot of fun. Thanks for the pictures of all the dogs, too. Again, not this, definitely this. Love y'all. Black History Month. Y'all take care.